Pleasant good afternoon to my viewers. Big up on yourself all over the world. As also the topic, right? That's so with the idea, yeah. You understand me, I say? We talk about Kamala Harris and little politics in our thing. So we want to touch on, big up my subscribers them again. Big up all who like my live. Big up all who push up my algorithm. I have some good friends that do a serious. As me jump on the thing sometime, but just to be a like and thing, and me is a young channel. My sister no found, my sister me is a young channel, just the way me talk still. But we get better. You understand me I say? We get better, but we have knowledge. We have whole heap of knowledge in the head. You understand me? So as the topic say, democratic machine is in crisis. Kamala Harris failing. My God, if she failing. My God, if Kamala Harris failing. And if somebody in them house and watch Kamala Harris interview or whatever Kamala Harris do, Kamala Harris have a script where I can just tell you what she's going to say on every interview before she even actually said. I can directly tell you. Now, somebody can be running on a policy like that. It's just a script where she just write down, I'm coming from the middle class family where my mother save up and buy houses for we when we was kid, and that now get to the poor class. That now get to the little people them who work at UPS and Amazon and the truck driver them. It now get to them. What you need to get to is the economy. The economy is in pivotal condition. The economy is not good. It's just survival. You understand me? Anytime you can get that in your head, you can know say yes, we're there somewhere. Uno, there's somewhere the Democratic Party. Uno have the country I lead so long and everything when bring up Trump. Why you don't want Trump in the White House? So? I know me alone I see. The people are waking up. The people are waking up. Even if the Democratic Party should go ahead and come away with the winner of this election, I believe the job is already done. The people are woken. The people are woken. Believe me, the people are woken. There's so much crazy thing going on with this Democratic and spill so much lies. Man, if you don't believe me, look up some of these things they say about Donald Trump for real. All these things are things that is retracted out of part of his speech and then put together to label this man like Donald Trump is not the enemy of the state. As he would said, he got more charge than Al Capone. I mean, people looking, people seeing that, people seeing it. People seeing it. The only president, since he came down in 2016, the only president to be charged with probably about 300 charges since he's in politics, man, this man be impeached, he charged, they do him everything just to not keep him in the house, just to not keep him in the White House. But you know what people seeing? I'm going to tell you what people seeing, my subscribers and my viewers. People seeing the Democratic Party is crazy. People seeing who's Pelosi. People seeing who's Hillary Clinton. Big up yourself, Hillary Clinton, because me have you different, you know. Me have it say you are the Dan. Me have it for say you are the Dan. Just big up yourself. In America, where there were free speeches, one of our rights. You understand me, I say? But Hillary Clinton, Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, these people are bad bloods. These people don't have no interest in America, and I can tell you a lot more. Just listen how them talk. Hold on. Just listen how these people talk, and you will know. These people don't mean nothing. These people don't mean nothing. Sorry, excuse me just now, my daughter. These people really don't mean nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And I probably can cause a whole lot. All right, I see the media is with the Democratic Party now. What are the media hiding? Why all the medias in the USA or in the world is supporting the Democratic Party? I mean, you got a few conservative like Fox News. Sometimes they on a verge. I don't believe they are terrible as CNN and ABC and MSNBC and all these channels that feel like they are influencing the public and opinions and what to do. It's crazy. People in their house watching on their side and it's fed up. People is so fed up now watching these lies, these crazy lies. You have a president that was nearly assassinated almost 3 times, and it's never been a talk about. There's nowhere, I'm from Jamaica, and not even Jamaica that would happen. Third world country. 3 times. Man, if Donald Trump is not dead, I'm voting for that guy. Believe me. And I wish him all the best. I wish him all the best in moving on and building this country because I believe he have great policies. Don't stick with the media and what they are saying. I watched a clip the other day with the views. All the view hosts was praising Trump at a time. They were hugging and kissing and all that. I mean, this is history. You can go on YouTube and look it up, or anyone TikTok and look it up and see the view hugging Trump probably 15 years ago or something. All of them. Van Jones is one of them who helped with the rehabilitation bill that to free a whole lot of black people, put it to Trump. A whole lot of them. So what changes now? The money in the pocket, and you all getting money in your pocket, make y'all turn your back, and people rough out here is $12 for a chicken. $12 for a chicken. Ain't joke. You understand me? And this is the reason why the Democratic Party losing. The media help you losing. The media is helping you all lose. The media, trust me. The media is helping you all lose. Because when once the media start lies, people start looking through them. I remember the first time Donald Trump said fake news, I was wondering, what is he talking about? But honest to God, after I finished and watching so much YouTube bloggers and interviewing, investigating journalism, and who has their own channels now, people like Megan Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Doc Rich, the conservative. I mean, I have a lot. Benny Johnson. These people are what are you supposed to be listening to? They tell you the truth. They investigate the truth. Have a whole lot more related where you can redacted. I mean, been a while I haven't look and watch redacted because I think redacted start carrying a little fake shit sometimes now. I think they start getting money now. But there's a whole Sky Australia, they harness Puna Miss Pune Punai Punai Sky News Australia. Just download Sky News Australia and see. They laugh at American politics. They laugh. It's crazy. It ain't supposed to be like that. Believe me, it ain't supposed to be like that. Now, as I said, we got through one interview with Kamala Harris and town hall interview what she do. In a way, we're going to review a lot of things right so. And we're going to get the ball game start. You understand me, I say? So, I could go ahead. Good morning again, my people. I could go ahead and list the first thing for me after my agenda. So, I could get it right, This is Kamala Harris town hall interview on CNN yesterday. Yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this now.
And welcome. We are live from Chester Township, Pennsylvania, Delaware County, one of the critical counties around Philadelphia that will help determine who wins the White House. Welcome to CNN's presidential town hall with the Democratic nominee, Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm Anderson Cooper. Now, in this room, we have assembled a group of 32 Pennsylvania voters who say they are still undecided or persuadable. All of them are registered to vote. Some cast votes for Joe Biden in 2020, others for Donald Trump. Some didn't vote at all. And for some, this is their first election. Many are leaning right now to one candidate or another, but they all say they have yet to make their final choice. Now, we found these voters working with a nonpartisan research firm, as well as business and religious groups, universities, and other civic organizations. These voters are asking their own questions tonight, selected by CNN to cover a variety of topics. You may see them holding a piece of paper when they're asking their question. It has their question on it. That is a question they have come up with. It has not been edited in any way by CNN. We also invited former President Donald Trump to participate in a town hall or a debate. He declined. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vice President Kamala Harris.
Anderson Cooper. This is a setup. Y'all try to set up Donald Trump. We don't need to hear nothing about Donald Trump no more. No. Everybody already make up their mind. We don't want to see Kamala. We are sick and tired of Kamala. Believe me, we don't want to see Kamala. And I care how y'all gaslight her, push her. We don't want to see Kamala. You understand me? Why Trump should come? They have an economic meeting and the economy. I think about a week ago, where they invited Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, and Donald Trump was there present. Own the university, PhD doctor for economic and turfs, teaching this man. Own the interview. I guess she wouldn't know nothing about that. You understand me? So I could go on and hear what she have to say, because trust me, this lady, disgusting.
Vice President, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. We have a mic right here. Thank you
Good
so much.
evening, everyone. Good evening.
Thanks so much for being with us. We're going to get to the audience in just a second. I want to start by asking you, though, for weeks you have been calling Donald Trump unstable, unhinged. You've called him dangerous. You've quoted General Milley recently, who called him a fascist. Today, you quoted General Kelly, who said that Trump repeatedly praised Hitler.
Yeah.
But there are tens of millions of Americans right now who have heard all those things and they don't buy it, or even if they do, they're still going to vote for Donald Trump. He's arguably more popular now than ever. You have 13 days to go. What do you say to those voters to convince them? Because some of them are in this room.
Sure. And I thank you all for taking the time to be here. And you could be doing a number of other things with your time. So this really is proof that we love our country. People are engaged, Anderson, and really want to talk about the issues. And so the issue that you raise, yes, I do believe that Donald Trump is unstable, increasingly unstable, and unfit to serve. And I don't necessarily think that everyone has heard what you and I have heard repeatedly, which is the people who know Donald Trump best, the people who worked with him in the White House, in the Situation Room, in the Oval Office, all Republicans, by the way, who served in his administration, his former chief of staff, his national security advisor, former secretaries of defense, and his vice president have all called him unfit and dangerous. They have said explicitly he has contempt for the Constitution of the United States. They have said he should never again serve as president of the United States. We know that is why Mike Pence is not running with him again, why the job was empty. And then today we learned that John Kelly, a 4-star Marine general, who was his longest serving chief of staff, gave an interview recently in the last 2 weeks of this election, talking about how dangerous Donald Trump is. And I think one has to think about, why would someone who served with him, who is not political, a 4-star Marine general, why is he telling the American people now? And frankly, I think of it as he's just putting out a 911 call to the American people. understand what could happen if Donald Trump were back in the White House. And this time, we must take very seriously those folks who knew him best and who were career people are not going to be there to hold him back. At least before, there were folks who we know what he would say, but they would restrain him. Imagine now Donald Trump in the Oval Office, in the Situation Room. He who has openly admired dictators, said he would be a dictator on day one. The former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff has said he is a fascist to the core. So I think that when the American people reflect, especially those who are undecided, on who you should listen to. Don't take my word for it. In fact, go online and listen to John Kelly, his voice, talking about what he thinks of Donald Trump 2 weeks before the election. Because I think we all know, to your point, Anderson, it is close, but there are undecided voters who clearly, by being here, have an open mind, want to talk in a way that is about grounded in issues and fact. And when they hear these facts, I think it compels a lot of people to be concerned about the future of our country with Donald Trump at the lead.
You've quoted General Milley calling Donald Trump a fascist. Fascist. You yourself have not used that word to describe him. Let me ask you tonight, do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I also believe that the people who know him best on this subject should be trusted. Again, look at their careers. These are not people, with the exception, I think, of only Mike Pence. These were not politicians. These are career people who have served in the highest roles in national
Excuse me,
security,
ma'am.
who have served as
Nobody like
generals in our
Mike Pence.
military,
Nobody.
who are highly respected.
Nobody.
Talking about the person who would be commander in chief, not to mention what we
Remember, I'm sorry about that, my viewers. I was talking just now and my mic was muted because my daughter was here and was having a conversation. I'm very sorry about that. Um, Mike Pence, nobody like Mike Pence. Mike Pence run for the 2024 election for president. Nobody liked him. Nobody, just like you. Nobody like you when you run for presidency. You understand me? Um, the former chief of staff, John Kelly, is not credible. He's not credible. He run with the Russia hoax, and then it was debunk false information. Donald Trump is not in good health. Take that out of your speeches because even right now, Joe Biden is running the country and he's melting away. Every time he talks, somebody have to come retract something that he said. So don't talk about nobody else. Donald Trump is the perfect candidate to change because y'all on a different type of journey. Y'all not on a journey with the American people. Trust me.
You know, and what they've told us about how he talks about the military, servicemen and women, referring to them as suckers and losers. How he demeans people who have taken an oath to sacrifice their life for our country. And I do believe, Anderson, that part of this is why, even just this week, I traveled this state and others with Liz Cheney, former Congress member who was a very high ranking Republican. She has endorsed me. Her father, the former vice president.
Stop. 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 People. Liz Cheney. You coming from that far. Your father was a vice president. Your story, I watch your story and the media. Your sister haven't spoken years because of that gay marriage that you put up towards our LGBT law that you was we watched the movie. I mean, let's be honest. When was Dick Cheney became somebody to look upon? Man, I'm sorry, Dick Cheney. But at the end of the day, come on. When was Dick Cheney became that guy for you to campaign about Dick Cheney endorses you? Huh, 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 huh. It's crazy. Let's get on to this. People remember who's Dick Cheney? Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney. Hmm. Let's not say much about that man. He's that man. Former vice president. Don't think America want to see him no more. Nah, America don't have nothing to do with this man no more. I don't know why you would come and be establishing that these are the people that support you. Crazy.
United States, Dick Cheney is voting for me. Over 400 previous members of the administration, from Ronald Reagan to both Presidents Bush to Donald Trump, even, have endorsed my candidacy. And the reason why, among them, is a legitimate fear based on Donald Trump's words and actions that he will not obey an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. He himself has said he would terminate the Constitution of the United States and wants to earn your vote to stand.
That's fact check. Let's fact check. That's lie. Find a clip that Donald Trump saying he want to terminate the Constitution rights. There's no clip where Donald Trump saying that he want to terminate the Constitution, right? Man, even Andy Sukupa, why you don't fact check you? They like to fact check Donald Trump and the Republican Party. Why they don't fact check you? These are the things that make this is why you're losing. This is why you're losing. Trust me. This is why you're losing. You know why? Because people can see through y'all bullshit. Bullshit.
And again behind the seal of the President of the United States? No one. Standing behind the seal of the President of the United States of America should be in that position saying they want to terminate the Constitution of the United States.
This is Annalise Keene. She's from Philadelphia. She works as a fundraiser for Habitat for Humanity. She's registered with no party affiliation. She says she's a Democrat. She's leaning toward voting for you, but said she's yet to make her final decision in part because of the conflict in the Middle East. Annalise?
Thank you, and good evening, Madam Vice
Good
President.
evening.
My question is, as president, what would you do to ensure not another Palestinian dies due to bombs being funded by U.S. tax dollars?
So I will say, and I think this is to your point, far too many innocent Palestinian civilians have been killed. It's unconscionable. And we are now at a place where, with Sinwar's death, I do believe we have an opportunity to end this war, bring the hostages home, bring relief to the Palestinian people, and work toward a two-state solution where Israel and the Palestinians in equal measure have security, where the Palestinian people have dignity, self-determination, and the safety that they so rightly deserve.
What do you say to voters who are thinking about supporting a third party candidate or staying on the couch, not voting at all because of this issue?
Listen, I am not going to deny the strong feelings that people have. I don't know that anyone who has seen the images um, who would not have strong feelings about what has happened, much less those who have relatives who have died and been killed. And I know people and have talked with people. So I appreciate that. But I also do know that for many people who care about this issue, they also care about bringing down the price of groceries. They also care about our democracy and not having a president of the United States who admires dictators and is a fascist. They also care about the fact that we need practical, common sense solutions.
Hey, Kamala Harris, Lord of War. He didn't admire dictators. These are leaders of their own country. Leaders of their own country. It's good to have a relationship with leaders of their own country. It's stem violence. It controls the economy. So countries can be aware of what's going on. What should you recommend? Gangster, being gangster and a leader of a country. I mean, I thought for you to be a leader of a country, you have to go through university, you have to be successful in some way. I don't believe you could just qualify to lead a country. So if Donald Trump is gonna say, I respect the president from China. I mean, why he respect the president from China? He's ruling a country with billions of people. If he say respect the country, Russia's president, I mean, we don't have to be at war with Russia. The world could be at peace. The world could be at peace. Let people stop dying, warmongers. So even you come on TV now and he's we are never an enemy of none of these places. Everybody want to do is live, live. Nobody gonna fuck with the USA. Nobody gonna fuck with the USA. Everybody just wanna live. So all these warmonger statics that y'all have, and it's crazy. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's time to stop.
From a leader who is willing to work across the aisle on behalf of the American people and not themselves. They want a president who cares about a fundamental freedom to make decisions about your own body, understanding that we're not trying to change anyone's belief, but let's not have the government telling women what to do with their body.
I want you to meet Beth Sandberg. She's a realtor, a mom of four from Ballackinwood, Pennsylvania. She's a registered Democrat, says she's undecided because of concerns about anti-Semitism. Beth?
Hi, thank you for being here.
Thank you,
Thank
Beth.
you for remembering we need to bring the hostages home.
Of course.
The rise of anti-Semitism and violence from anti-Semitism has risen greatly on college campuses and on our city streets in the last year. How would you combat this growing trend and protect our young adults?
Thank you, Beth. You are right, and I will say that we have seen a rise in anti-Semitism. It is something that we have to be honest about and we have to deal with. As Attorney General, I actually published a hate crimes report on a regular basis, and anti-Semitism was among the highest forms of hate in our country, and this was before October 7th. And we know what we've seen since. Part of what we've got to do is talk with people so that they understand what are the tropes, what are the roots of what we are seeing, so that we can actually have people be more understanding. We need to have laws in place that make those who would commit crimes on behalf of anti-Semitism and hate, that they pay a serious consequence. We need to have the deterrence so that doesn't happen. We need to ensure that college students are safe in their school and feel safe to be able to go to class. But I'm going to tell you what doesn't help. Again, I invite you to listen and go online to listen to John Kelly, the former chief of staff of Donald Trump.
Hey, Kamala, again, nobody want to listen to John Kelly. He's not credible. A lot of soldiers don't respect John Kelly. They are the media generals, the warmongers. You're listening to the people in the street, listening to the drivers, you're listening to the UPS workers, you're listening to the Amazon workers, you're listening to the shoppers, supermarket retailers, you're listening to everyday people. Nobody want to see John Kelly. Nobody. The same person that bring up the Russia hoax that Russia and Donald Trump. And it was debunked a lie. So this guy came with a statement that is cannot proven to be true. It cannot proven to be true, and you had a CNN network trying to claim another false narrative. This is why you're losing. The media helping you lose. The media, because everybody could see through the media bullshit now. They don't hang us by the throat no more. They don't have us on the rope no more. Everybody could just kiss them teeth when they watching the media and say, ha ha ha, y'all rich as shit. Just by pushing propaganda, y'all well paid. Wonder how y'all feel though. Knowing the truth in your body, your whole body. Knowing the truth in your whole body. And still with the propaganda. It don't bite you up. It don't bite you in the night. No, I don't guess so. Where is your God inside of you? There's so much point to review when this lady's talk, but let's keep going.
Who has told us, Donald Trump said, why aren't my generals like those of Hitler's? Like Hitler, who has referred several times, we've heard the reports for years.
Do you believe Donald Trump is anti-Semitic?
I believe Donald Trump is a danger to the well-being and security of America.
He has said that he's casting himself as a
Miss Vice President Kamala Harris. Over 80 million people think the Democratic Party is dangerous as a threat to America. And we're going to prove it to you November 9th because you don't have a policy. Some of y'all probably hear and say, man, I'm with you, man. I'm a Republican. I become a Republican. The Democratic Party left me. I didn't left the Democratic Party. The values they stand for, I don't stand for them. I mean, I love God and fear God. And if you fear God, there's no way you care over the Democratic Party and their bullshit, what they're doing. You understand me? And these are the people that is making decisions for your household, your husband, your wife, your nieces, your nephews, your sons, your daughters. These are the people. Listen to the conversation properly and you tell me if this sound like a conversation is intelligent. Everything is chum, 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 chum. Chum, 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 chum. Man, Trump probably in politics probably for about 10 years, approximately 10 years. Trump served first 4 years of his term, and I am very pleased with that 4 years. I was pleased. And it's not just for me, it's not just for me alone. A lot of people was pleased. A lot of people was doing great, is doing great. Year 20, Joe Biden and President Kamala Harris' term devastated the economy. And this is the truth. So I don't know why you would still be fighting and telling a lies and things like that. I can just imagine another 4 years of you, Kamala, pushing the same Joe Biden plans and economic. It would be crazy. Probably going to start paying $30 for a chicken now, $42 for a whole chicken. Then when we're going to wake up, when we're going to step on, oh shit, this is crazy. These are the people who are voting in. You understand me? Let's listen again.
Protector of Israel, do you believe you would be more pro-Israel than Donald Trump?
I believe that Donald Trump is dangerous. I believe that when you have a president of the United States who has said to his generals who work for him because he is commander in chief, these conversations, I assume many of them took place in the Oval Office. And if the president of the United States, the commander in chief, is saying to his generals, in essence, why can't you be more like Hitler's generals, Anderson? Come on. This is a serious, serious issue. And we know who he is. He admires dictators, sending love letters back and forth with Kim Jong-un. Talks about the
on CNN yan, saying the man send love letter to other leaders. Trump have kids, married man, straight man. You don't talk these ways like as a leader. Because even if him send him a letter, he left a letter for Joe Biden too. It was a love letter. Was it a love letter that he left for Joe Biden when he was coming out the White House? Stop these. This is why you're losing. Because CNN, ABC, MSNBC, all these news, BBC, all these news spread a whole lot of bullshit. People don't even want to listen. The few people that listen, y'all, that y'all still have, y'all don't got the majority no more. Y'all losing. So even if y'all still have every day somebody waking up, give God thanks for that. Every day somebody waking up. So the few that you still have, man, you're gonna be a channel like my channel, have 2 viewers. Believe me, you're working right.
President of Russia, and then most recently, the reports are that in the height of COVID, when most Americans could not get their hands on a COVID test, Americans were dying by the hundreds a day. He secretly sent COVID tests to the president of Russia for his personal use. So again, this election in 13 days is presenting the
Nobody want to know that. Donald Trump created medicine for the hurry up and get the medicine. Your administration came into office and forced the medicine on people. Even the soldiers them have to sign off because some of them was neglecting the vaccination. A whole lot of nurses and doctors lost their job because of the vaccination. Don't forget. A whole lot of nurse, police, ambulance drivers, soldiers, pilots, a whole lot of people. NBA players was ridiculed. All these things because they was forced. Your administration forced them to take the vaccination that Donald Trump pushed for it to help the country. To help the country. This is what he did. Wanted to open up at the country sooner or later. Wanted to do a lot. The House and the Senate, y'all stop everything. So he was doing great. And even though it was COVID time, man, our economy was blooming. Even though it was a COVID time and people were staying home, our economy was blooming. It's not like this. This 4 years our economy is not blooming. Others economy is blooming. Others. Come on, Kamala.
The American people with a very significant decision. And on the one side, on this issue of who is going to model what it means to use the bully pulpit of the President of the United States in a manner that in tone, word, and deed is about lifting up our discourse, fighting against hate, as opposed to fanning the flames of hate, which Donald Trump does consistently. I'm going to tell you, we are an incredible country and we love our country. Y'all wouldn't be here unless we love our country. And there are certain things where we've just got to come together and realize that we do believe in the importance of healthy debate on real issues, but there are certain standards we've got to have. And, you know, another point that even John Kelly talked about, I believe, and many have, is January 6th, where you have the President of the United States defying the will of the people in a free and fair election and unleashing a violent mob who attacked the United States Capitol. 140 law enforcement officers were attacked. Some were killed. And so I say that to...
That's a false narrative again. The policeman that died of natural, of something else. That is proven. That is proven. The lady that died, that the police killed, is one of that. She was the victim. I mean, you don't need to come and say this. This is just a definition of character. This is just bringing down Donald Trump for the next 10 to approximately 13, 15 days. You understand me? This is crazy. This is on CNN. People know. I asked her some tough questions. And I believe you're going to ask some tough questions. But let she answer. Let she answer. Don't let you come and it's acting Donald Trump. She sound like a pastor. Pastor Harris. She sound like Pastor Harris, bruh. She don't sound like somebody, just sound like hate. And Kamala, to be honest, I don't believe you do that. You in the way of Donald Trump, you know. I believe you innocent. Believe me. I believe you innocent. You're just pushing a propaganda which use just a puppet. Pushing for something that you don't even understand. Let's listen here again.
The American people deserve to have a president who encourages healthy debate, works across the aisle, not afraid of good ideas wherever they come from, but also maintains certain standards about how we think about the role and the responsibility, and certainly not comparing oneself in a clearly admiring way to Hitler.
And we are back with Vice President Kamala Harris. I want you to meet Rob McPherson. He's the Chief Marketing Officer for a local organization. He's registered Republican from Media, Pennsylvania, who told us he's leaning towards voting for you, but has concerns about what he calls shifts in your policy positions. Rob?
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Vice President Harris. So welcome to Delco.
Thank you.
Here in Delco, we pride ourselves on being authentic.
Yeah.
And much of what we have much of what you've been saying with regard to issues like law and order and fracking reflect a more centrist view than what people are used to hearing from Kamala Harris, leaving some voters to wonder about the authenticity of your current, more moderate positions. Can you talk a little bit about how your positions have shifted and why?
Sure, and thank you. So first of all, on fracking, I've been very clear. We kind of dispensed with this in 2020. I am not going to ban fracking. I did not as vice president. In fact, as vice president, I cast the tie-breaking vote that now has opened up more fracking leases. My value on the issue of what we need to do to invest in a clean energy economy and a clean energy future has not changed. But frankly, I now have the experience and perspective of having been vice president for almost 4 years. I've traveled the country. I know that we can invest in a clean energy economy and still not ban fracking and still work toward what we need to do to create more jobs and create US-based jobs in a way that will be globally competitive. On the issue of law and order, as you mentioned, I think there's just a whole lot of misinformation, to be honest with you. I have personally prosecuted very serious crime. It's how I started my career.
What is
I spent most of my career as a prosecutor, not in Washington, D.C. And as my first priority had and remains as a first priority to me, the safety of the American people. So that has not changed. And sadly, I think that there's a bit of misinformation, if not more than a bit. But I'm glad that you raised the subject so that I can address it. But just if you don't mind, just let me just finish, because I think the spirit of your question is really important, and I'm glad you raised it. Our country deserves to have a president of the United States who is not afraid of good ideas and does not stand on pride. If a perspective needs to be informed by different points of view to build consensus and to have a common sense approach, I'm never going to shy away from good ideas. And I'm not going to feel the need to have pride associated with a position that I've taken when the important thing is to build consensus to fix problems. I believe in fixing problems. I love fixing problems. And so I pledge to you to be a president.
Man, you are 9. Believe me, you are 9. You got 4 years to fix the problem. You're still the vice president. Which problem you fix? Which problem did you fix? Which problem did you fix? You are the vice president right now. It's crazy.
President who not only works for all Americans, but works on getting stuff done. And that means compromise. And it doesn't mean compromising your values or your principles, but it does mean working to get stuff done. And I pledge to you I will do that.
Just to be clear, though, what he's referring to, and you point out too, when you're running for vice president in 2020, you were not talking about banning fracking, but
no, Anderson, I pledge that I would not ban fracking.
Right, I know. You said you would not ban fracking.
Correct.
You had said in the 2019 town hall, there's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. In 2017, you talked about Medicare for all. You talked about 2019, you raised a hand in debate about if border crossing should be decriminalized. Are all of those issues, which those are not your positions now, are all those issues that you're saying through consensus and getting stuff done you have evolved on?
Well, no, let's take, for example, the issue of Medicare. My point has always been that access to health care should not just be a privilege of those who can afford it. It should be a right for all people. So that is why I have worked on doing what we have done to, one, allow men.
CNN allow her to get away with so much BS. Anderson Cooper asks you about a comment that you make 2019, when running for president, you say you want to ban fracking. Fracking is digging oil in America. Fracking is digging. You're getting the oil out the ground, producing oil to run your motor vehicle, to run your machine. That's what fracking is. America is a very rich country in fracking, very, very rich. These people that graduated from universities tell us that what they call climate change. So we have to stop dig. Let's put up electrical equipment, which is more expensive. Still use motor oil, still use something, crude oil. These are the people that graduated from a Prince University, a Harvard, a whatever. But you know why I said that? Because Dubai still digging, still fracking. Kazakhstan, a whole lot of places still fracking and building up their cities, beautiful tourist attraction. But the number one country in the world that we have a gold mine and fracking, we should ban it. And Donald Trump is not against banning fracking. Donald Trump said for when he get into office, the first thing he want to do is be a dictator on day one. And he was running a rhetorical joke. It was just a rhetorical joke that the investor and the interviewer understand him, but they take it out of politics, out of policy. He said he want to be a dictator day one by sending home a whole lot of people that is not supposed to be here. That's what he think is not me. I don't have no comment on that. I'm an immigrant too. You understand me? And second, dig baby, dig. Man, come on, man. We with that. Get back the country where it was. Believe me, where the country was, if we get back the country where it was, we're leading again. I remember when I was a kid, when I was only even teenagers start understanding what is America, wanted to visit America. Family in America, when they came to Jamaica, it was like you could know somebody really living in America. Man, it's rough now, bro. Y'all stole all the dreams, and we want that dream back. That is why we say, Mega, make America great again. We want that dream back. That line punch a lot of household. It punches a lot of household. That paying rent, paying mortgages, paying car notes, paying insurance, doing a lot. It punches. Y'all punching also billionaires also that can really manage the economy and do and get favors done. But let's finish listening to you, because believe me, you're a nine. Everything is just Donald Trump, and he's not fact-checking you. I didn't have to do this. He should be the one that fact-checked you.
Medicare to negotiate against the big pharmaceutical companies to bring down the cost of
And
prescription medication.
fracking, not Medicare.
We've achieved that in terms of capping the cost of insulin for seniors at $35 a month, capping the cost of annual prescriptions at $2,000 a year for seniors. But my plan moving forward, based on that very principle that I've always had, is as president to have that cap be for everyone and not just for our seniors. The work that I have done that has been about recognizing the importance of dealing with border security, that has never changed. As I said, I have prosecuted transnational criminal organizations. That I did for years before I ever ran in 2019.
I mean, you did raise your hand saying in a debate when asked if border crossing should be decriminalized, but obviously that is not your position.
I never intended, nor will I ever allow America to have a border that is not secure. I believe we need to deal with illegal immigration. There needs to be consequences, which is why part of my plan that I have outlined, and again, please go to kamalaharris.com. Sorry to throw a website on you, but why not? And you will see that part of my plan includes what we need to do to actually do more as it relates to putting resources in, including increasing penalties for illegal crossing.
And just finally on fracking, you said you're clear you would not ban it as president.
No, I would not ban it as president.
Right, I know you're clear on that. Do you think it is?
You see it? Anderson Cooper, the same thing I asked just now. Would you answer the question on fracking? You lead to Medicare and all these things, and Anderson Cooper answer the question for you. Anderson Cooper, oh, you're clear on not banning fracking because of viewers. Answer the question. Oh, you're not clear on that. Okay, we understand now, but you was clear in 2019 when you run against banning fracking.
It is bad for the environment, though?
I think that we have proven that we can invest in a clean energy economy. We can mitigate greenhouse gas emissions. We can work on and sustaining what we need to do to protect this beautiful earth of ours and not ban fracking.
Time is short, so I want to get some more voters in. Tanisha Spall from Lansdowne, Pennsylvania. She works as an education administration manager for the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections. Registered Democrat who says she's leaning towards supporting you, has yet to make her final decision. Tanisha, welcome.
Thank you, Anderson. Thank you, Madam Vice President, for joining us this evening.
Of course.
I appreciate that you did acknowledge that we are a country that is faced with problems and issues. With the Supreme Court being plagued with issues, would you be in favor of expanding the court to, say, 12 So each justice has only one circuit court other than Chief Justice to assist in making judgments more balanced.
Well, to your point, there is no question that the American people increasingly are losing confidence in the Supreme Court. And in large part because of the behavior of certain members of that court and because of certain rulings, including
The bullshit Kamala Harris come talk about. The only people losing respect for the Supreme Court is the Democrat. The Supreme Court, man, the person who make America and the laws, you're great, bruh. Because nothing over the Supreme Court. It's just like Jamaica Privy Council. The Supreme Court can talk and you have to listen. All these things y'all doing to your opposition and all these things was the first time in history one man have so many charges, want to send to prison a president, really want him to go to serve time in Rikers Island or something. You have Watergate, you have so much things happen to so much former president, you have, oh my God, man, you have so much things, history. And this was the president y'all want to send to prison. For what? For really what? It's crazy.
the Dobbs decision and taking away a precedent that had been in place for 50 years, protecting a woman's right to make decisions about her own body. So I do believe that there should be some kind of reform of the court, and we can study what that actually looks like. But I do believe. But again, let's just, while you raise the point of the court, understand that, again, in 13 days, the American people will decide who is the next president of the United States. In 13 days, you will decide who is sitting in the Oval Office on January 20th. And on one hand, you have in Donald Trump someone who has increasingly proved himself to be unstable, and who, as we have established and the people close to him have established, he is unfit to serve. Somebody who on January 20th, you can be sure, will spend full time, like we know, and we've seen the image mentally of him sitting in the dining room off of the Oval Office, watching for hours as people violently attack the Capitol. You can be sure, because he has said he would weaponize the Department of Justice to go after his political enemies.
This is what interesting. He would weaponize the Department of Justice to go after his enemies. What are y'all hiding? Y'all went off. You all went off after him. The Democrat Party present this president. This is the correct word to use, president. The Democratic Party founded that. Oh yeah, lady, let me tell you something. People getting their popcorn ready. The peoples, they're getting their popcorn ready. I don't believe you are a part of it though, but I strongly believe they're getting popcorn ready for January 20th. Oh my God. Yeah. So much corruption. So much corruption. We could see all through y'all bullshit. We could see all through y'all bull. But let's listen to her again, because for real, she annoy me.
That you can look at a Donald Trump in the White House after January 20th, sitting in that Oval Office, plotting his revenge. He has talked about the enemies within. We haven't even raised that subject, Anderson. The enemies within. He's talking about the American people. He's talking about journalists, judges, nonpartisan election officials.
Kamala, the enemy within. American people understand. A lot of people you make it. All right, let me put it this way. I will have 7 friends, but some probably out of the 7 there's an enemy within. Probably I don't have to say nothing more. You understand me? It's not it's not the whole, it's not a lot of you is with America. It's not a lot of you is with America. How many of you, if the president call a meeting right now and say, and said to the DOJ, investigate the whole House, the whole Senate, how many of you will come out clean? I mean, a president have done it. I don't remember. I don't remember if it's Honduras. I can't recall if it's Honduras, the right word. I can't recall if it's Honduras or one of these Spanish-speaking country. A president have done it, running the country very good. Crime is cleaned. President, everything is clean. The people is eating. So stop your BS. Stop preach about Donald Trump and tell us some more about yourself, your policies. And we don't want to hear a scripted thing that you're born, you're raised from a middle class family, and you prosecuted trans union crime from. We don't want to hear nothing because, man, you look like you seem like a lawyer that you was like you came in very, very far. But no disrespect to you, though. You understand what I'm saying? I know you can understand because you have your Jamaican roots too. Even though we Jamaican sent hand, we know what you are. Yeah.
He has talked about, as John Kelly has talked about, can he send the military after peaceful protesters?
John Kelly again.
And
John
he's
Kelly
gonna
gets
sit
fired a
there
long time. Ask
stable, unhinged, plotting his revenge,
a
plotting
lot of
his
soldier.
retribution,
You don't know.
creating an enemies list. I'm going to tell you, my list will be a list of how I address and continue to address the issues that you all are raising this afternoon and evening. It will be a to-do list about how we can impact the American people and lift
Kamala Harris, the withdrawal when we make out of Afghanistan the other day, a whole heap of general forget fire feet. We know soldier. Whole heap of general forget fire feet. It's not just one general. So if Donald Trump, as we say, if you run a company and your director do something bad, we cannot expect him to do because at the end of the day, he have learned a course and directing. He have went up far away from the company policies or whatever. There's ways to deal with it. Suspend him without pay, put him on leave, same thing as suspend, or you could fire him and in his resignation because you don't fire big people like that. You just step on, oh man, you just need to hand in your resignation. That chief of staff, Trump, come on, man. Everybody know John Kelly is not credible. John Kelly.
the American people and address some of the challenges that we continue to face.
Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Anderson.
Thanks for watching. Thanks to all the voters here. Be sure to join CNN on November 5th for election night in America right here on CNN. Jake Tapper and Aaron Burnett pick it up right now.
Yes, so me I talk about. These are the things that me I talk about. You understand me I say? And them things that people are idiot. Them think we are idiot, man. Believe me, them think we are idiot. Them think we are idiot. Them things say, yo, we are idiot. Kamala Harris now have nothing to talk about. Nothing. You understand me? Nothing to talk about. Even, and this is why she lose because of the media. And the media make Kamala Harris lose, you know. I did a video couple months ago, like I was saying, Joe Biden, a time for put the people together. Loud this shit. Leave the thing alone. Invite Trump at a dinner and have a dinner with him and chill. Leave this whole thing alone where this is splitting the American people and everybody can see through the bullshit what going on. You understand me? Everybody can see through the bulls what going on. And the media is handing Trump. From Trump came into politics, the media is on this man. The media is on Trump. Whatever, from this man came into politics, the media is on this man. You understand me? All right, let me talk about a few things. From Trump came down the escalator, and came into office, the media live on Trump. You see me? The media was on Trump all day, all night. It's crazy. It's crazy for real. It's really crazy. We don't want to we want thing for ourselves. We don't want to feel your son I tell you say, you see me? This is crazy. You see me? Kamala Harris doing so bad. So bad. Better they leave better them they leave Joe Biden night. You see me? Better than to leave Joe Biden night, believe me. She doing bad. She doing so bad. Better than to leave Joe Biden. Better than to leave Joe Biden night. Though Joe Biden would get a better reception from the people. I believe Joe Biden would have bring in a better win. Him the other day him talk. He was telling, they caught him on a video whispering to Obama, man, you see y'all make the wrong choice. Obama was like, come on. You see me? Come on. You see y'all make the wrong choice. Come on, put me in, Batman, put me in. I was like, nope. Let's watch her. She gonna give you a devastating blow, you see? She gonna give you all a devastating blow, believe me. You understand me? I wanted to show you something. I'm trying to get it right though. Yeah. Okay, this is it. This is it. Okay. This is it. Let me just right here. This is it. This is it. Okay. Let me see something right here. So now let me see. No. Come on, now this is it. Show you how this is like a day ago or today. This is today, right? Yeah. This is today. We're in Philadelphia. I'm gonna show what I go on in Philly. All the people them I tell you.
Personally, he just straight up to the point with everything. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. We could take off the magic glasses now. Everything is exposed.
When I was a Democrat, I was a convict. Now I'm Republican. I'm a business owner.
I am putting all of my hope on Donald Trump. Trump, baby drill, baby drill.
You know, Democrats promise. They always know what to say, and they don't actually give anything.
The increased number of black men voting for Trump is go back to common sense. Enough's enough.
Welcome to Philadelphia, a different Philadelphia. This is pretty much the most Harris city in the country, but I heard the place was changing, voting conservative more this year, especially the minorities. So we came here to find out if that's true. There's a lot of Trump support in Philadelphia, way more than I thought there'd be. I don't know. There's a big buzz around here that you don't hear about on the regular news. But at this point, I'm sure you're not surprised by that.
Take a little time out here and listen to this thing real quick. This is Philadelphia. And I believe Philadelphia gonna be flipped. I believe Philadelphia gonna be flipped.
All right, YouTube. Well, it's day 2 on the Swing State Tour, and we're in Philadelphia, as you can see. And I'm going to try to talk to some people here. I heard that there was a big push for The minorities were voting for Trump in much bigger numbers this year in Philadelphia. So I came to find out why and if that's true. And so we're going to drive through some of these neighborhoods and try to talk to some people today in Philadelphia and see if that's indeed the case. This is a very democratic city, one of the most democratic cities in the country, very liberal. They traditionally do not like Trump here, but we're going to find out if there's been a change. So let's go right now into some of these neighborhoods and see. Philadelphia, population 1.8 million. They say, as Philly goes, so goes the rest of the country. Pennsylvania is a must-win state, and the election might be determined right here, right on this block. Most of the state's conservative. This big blue dot down here, it's enough to sway the whole state. So we came down here to try to get the vibe and figure out if enough people have had enough of the last 4 years and they changed their ways. That's what you hear about anyways, how the blacks and Latinos and even some middle class is voting for Donald Trump this year. Philly's changing, people say. So we drove through the middle class to pockets of town to get a better feel for it. Spent 2 days driving all over Philadelphia. Still trying to find some Trump people. We're in a little bit nicer neighborhood called Mayfair that several people told us to go to.
I'm gonna go. I have to go right.
Yeah. Oh, there's one up there, Trump.
Yeah.
All right. We're finding more Trump stuff up here. First day was kind of tough getting what I wanted. I was told that Mayfair's diverse and the politics up here had changed. There were people voting for Trump up here. They're pissed off. Go up there and talk to them. But there aren't a lot of political signs in this hood. Not nearly as many as I thought there'd be, which made it harder to get people's opinions. So finally, we just started knocking on doors and asking people how they're voting. I was hoping to find people who'd say, I'm voting for Trump this year, Nick. No more Democrat for me. But that wasn't what I got at the beginning.
I'm gonna vote for Kamala Harris because there's one thing about Donald Trump. He just has to do one thing. He just had to say, I denounce racism. He has a hard time just saying those words.
I feel as though Trump is trying to divide everybody. He talks a lot of nonsense. He putting a lot of fear in the Caucasian heart when, you know, everybody else trying to put love in their heart, and he's trying to separate us.
Is this gonna be on YouTube?
It might.
All right, because she's a character.
All right. Well, talk to me about.
I'm not voting for Trump, that's for sure.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I think women have a right to do what they want to do with their body. And plus, he wants to be a dictator. Everybody know what he's trying to be. Okay, and we don't need no dictator.
Okay.
We're at the top. It's horrible, you know. I think Harris will do a great job, you know. I don't think he's going to do nothing but mess us up further.
How do you think the country's going right now?
Well, the crime rate is up, prices are up, all that's going on, you know, but I don't know why it's like that, but it is, you know. We got to get better somehow, especially with this crime, because everybody trying to move out of Philadelphia for one.
Yeah. For about a half a day, the only Trump supporters I could find was this guy, who appeared to be drunk. No. All right. No.
Donald Trump. Very good.
Very good. Okay.
That's very good.
And the ice cream man.
Excuse me?
For president, who are you voting for?
I don't know right now.
You don't know?
Yeah, for right now, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one are you leaning towards?
Which the best for you?
Which what?
Which the best for you?
Trump is the best for us. You know Trump?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, man. I'm looking for people that are voting for Trump to interview them.
No.
Are you guys voting? Anybody voting for Trump? No English at all?
Yeah.
Okay. What game are you
on? Say, the reason why I'm come over here, so Philadelphia is a swing state, and more showing the reaction from Philadelphia we are coming, and this is one of the latest reaction we are coming from Philadelphia. You understand me I say? And a joke thing. Philadelphia really I do it. You understand me I say? A big swing state. I believe them are gonna do great and thing. You see me? I believe them are gonna do great. Big up Nick Johnson, a film footage this as me tell you, we just a stream through the thing and I show you the real content. You understand me I say? So give him props, film video, good video. We can see the real area of Philadelphia and see how the thing set. Me did reach far night earlier. Me did I watch a media so I show viewers say Trump is really active out there. Now watch the media and the whole of them know. So this is why the bring down and the other thing I'm gonna show you the polling too. You understand me I say? Where I don't even believe the news media polling. But this are the ground in Philadelphia. You just check out the response. You just check the response, and this is a swing state. The swing state is not Florida no more. Florida is Republican state now until it can become back a swing state again. Georgia, Philadelphia, that's where the high is on, and Arizona, Michigan. But let's go.
You watching?
Oh, we're watching Game of Brazil.
Okay. All right. Take care of you guys. Man, nobody speaks English. This is tough. Walking around Philly on a Saturday night, trying to find somebody. All right, we got one here. Let's see. Let's see if they're. Come on, somebody talk to me. But then the story developed. Pulled over because I saw this house, and this guy spelled it all out for me. So I'm not seeing a lot of Trump signs in this neighborhood. What were you saying? There's not a lot of people that are talking about it?
Yes. So I've talked to other neighbors who have said that they are going to vote for Trump, who may not have voted for him in the past, but they may not publicly announce that they're going to vote for Trump. And I, me personally, believe that was the issue that he had with the last election, where people weren't as open about, and then other people thought that they were by themselves, so they weren't, supported by their neighbors. But this time I think it's a little bit different because I'm just tired of the last 4 years.
So you think there's more Trump support in this neighborhood than it indicates?
I would say that, because you're going to publish this, I would say that people who are American citizens, regardless of race, religion, regardless of party, more people who I've spoken with support Trump than support Kamala Harris.
Okay.
Yes.
Apparently, a lot of the middle class here in Philadelphia are fed up and they're voting conservative. They're just not being very vocal about it, but you can imagine why. This is Philadelphia. So maybe all these American flags are the USA, but not putting Trump stuff out. Keep seeing American flags, and then here's the guy's right. There's immigrants like on all the stoops and porches that don't really speak English all over in here. The black community here, they're so fed up. They're organizing events where they're getting together to talk about how they can energize their black neighbors to wake up, tell their family and friends, don't vote for her. Come on now. Vote for Trump. Democrats have made your lives difficult. It's been all over the news. Minorities in the U.S., they've had enough. That's how bad Kamala and Joe have done. Pissed off their base. Have you seen a lot more people in Philadelphia that say they're going to vote for Trump?
Yeah, of
in the
course.
past?
I mean, me personally, yeah. I always see a lot of people for Trump, yeah.
But like they don't,
of course.
Usually you don't see a lot of signs. They're not vocal about it, though.
I mean, you're going to see signs, but bro, this is nothing to do out here. They're going to rip them off. It don't even got to be us. It could just be just bored kids
a lot
or
of people are very vocal. They're definitely saying, "Hey, we're voting for Trump.
Yeah.
Voting for Trump. Voting for
Okay.
Trump." So it's been a lot.
Here, take the mic. Yeah, there you go, man.
Yeah, for the most part, from what I see, a lot of people are voting for Trump and speaking good things about him, saying, "Hey, the dude has great energy. He's bringing great energy to the world."
Yeah.
Is that true?
It is true.
Why are they jumping on board now more this year than before?
More probably because of the virus.
They just don't like
just haven't delivered. They haven't delivered anything to the community that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing here that they, Democrats promise. They always know what to say, and they don't actually give anything. Once they get in office, it's just what happened.
Why are you supporting Trump this year?
Because it's something new, I want to see a change. I want to see different results. I want to see, what everything we're talking about.
Yes, why them not understanding the culture. This is what me just talk about with Kamala. Are the people them attack and you attack are the rich people and people them tired. This is one of your flip state. Trump Vance t-shirt. I believe Philadelphia gonna do well. Believe me. You understand me? Believe me, I think Philadelphia gonna do well.
See it coming to light. I think he's gonna be good for us.
Did you vote for Democrats in the past?
I did. And
so,
to be honest, I'm gonna get a lot of criticism for this. But at the end of the day, I'm here. So
you're gonna get criticism because you're voting for Trump from your friends and family?
It's good criticism. You know what I mean? But I come from a Democratic everything. You know what I mean? My friends, my cousins. One of my best friends is a Democratic city councilman, like right now. You know what I mean? So he can't stop the movement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can't stop what's about to happen. So
okay. Yeah. Thank you. Can you share your opinion on? I hear that there's a lot more minorities voting for Trump in Philadelphia this year. Have you guys noticed that at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like why is that?
I mean, I feel like we see what the Democratic Party is doing. I feel like it's like sort of oppressive in a way. What they're doing. Making all these policies and making us go through certain things that shouldn't be happening. And it seems like voting for Trump, would be like different.
Why are you supporting Trump?
Trump, me personally, he just straight up to the point with everything. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. We can take off the magic glasses now. Everything's exposed. The man is really putting us on with game. You know what I'm saying? But we could sit here and we could meet somebody new right now, and they're gonna tell us what we want to hear. No, I like the raw. I like it straight up. I like and it's all energy. It's all who you are. So
exactly, bruh. The wake up is real. They've been exposed, and they don't like it.
Personally, I like him just because of who he is. I don't even know what's his reasons, what he's bringing to the table, but just him in general is just he the man. You know what I'm saying? So
now Philadelphia is one of the most diverse cities in the nation. 43% of the population is African American, and the polls are saying the Black community is going to vote for a Republican for president at a higher rate since 1960. I know, right? So Philadelphia is just about the poorest of all of our cities, where 20% of the population lives in poverty. But look at this. The poorer Philly residents get, the more conservative they become. And the Latinos, the same thing. Winning over the Latino population here could be a key to winning the state. There's almost 700,000 eligible Latino voters in Pennsylvania. They're the fastest growing demographic group in Philadelphia. And look at this. The Latino vote's way up for Trump, too.
Do you think, you keep hearing that it's 50-50 in Pennsylvania. Do you think that's true? Do you think the polls are right? Yeah, do you think the polls are right?
I'm not sure, but I can't judge that. I'm going to go Republican this year, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Why are you supporting Trump this year?
I guess since Obama, it kind of introduced everybody, like me and my friends, to politics. He wasn't really into politics. So watching it from 08 to now, the Democrats not as good as they say. It's kind of like smoke and mirrors for. So at this point, might as well go Republican.
Did you hear what Obama said a couple of weeks ago when he came out? And
Yeah.
Did that offend you guys at all?
I wasn't offended, but I definitely some of my friends was. I don't really care what people say, but a lot of my friends took that the wrong way.
Like, how did your friend take it?
Basically, he can't tell us how to think. Nobody can tell you how to vote or think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying,
yeah.
What he had said,
man, you got the freedom.
What he had said on that, I forgot what he said.
He said, "Come on, brothers, you need to vote for her. You're just not voting for her because she's a woman. Do your part and support the Democrat Party." And they were like,
"Hey, I'm not gonna lie. People waking up so much that they're losing even respect for Obama. The new Democratic Party, man. When I was a soldier in Jamaica, and Obama running, I was the proudest. Man, I pray for you to win, bruh. I swear. I pray for you to win. Like, man, a black man. That's when I get introduced to politics for real. So he's talking words right here. This is the street. This is what you need to communicate with. Nobody want to know about Donald Trump and his personal life and all kind of things. And if people get to talking about other people's personal life, you hear it's racism. This is the issues that troubling people, Americans. Come on, bro.
Do it. Like, what is that supposed to mean? A lot of people.
The same Democratic Party that started the KKK, the same Democratic Party that was opposed to all the civil rights movements in history, and the list goes on, but we won't contact that. Them same people that use race to divide and conquer. When you see everybody here, different race, we don't care about that. We don't judge people off race. We go off character. You know what I mean? What people stand for. So it's different. They can't gaslight us, psyop us into thinking what they want us to think. Like he said, we're free thinkers, and that's why they are panicking. Straight up.
Do you think it's the polls are wrong? Because you keep hearing
the polls been wrong. Do you think that the COVID numbers were right?
Yeah.
You know what people are complaining about? Inflation. No one likes to see a grandmother putting her prescriptions on her credit card. Nobody likes to see that. And it doesn't matter what race you are, whether it's a black grandmother or a white grandmother, she's older than you. You know that woman has worked. You know she has. No one likes to see an elderly woman in Dollar Tree grocery shopping. You don't like to see that because you know she doesn't have enough money. She doesn't have enough. So why should our senior citizens have to live that way? It's not okay. It's not okay for our young people to feel that they will never, ever, ever be able to buy a home. Ever.
Reach.
Right? It's not okay. I've had enough. It has to stop. I believe that the American people, we're going to band together, we're going to vote red, and we are going to send Donald Trump back to the White House where he should be.
I think it's always been the same. Philadelphia is a rough city for conservatives or Republicans, as opposed to Democrat. But I do think a switch is coming. It's only because of the pockets. Everybody's hurting. Everybody, no matter if you're black, white, Spanish, it doesn't matter.
Everybody's hurting the pocket.
We need better for everybody.
Alone,
so no matter what you voted before or what you believe in, you got to believe in the country first, and that's what's more important. I don't care about if you tweet, bad names and stuff like that. That's not really important to me. The country is important.
Yeah.
And for my grandkids.
Yeah.
Which is I have here now. They're extremely important. In a world of, what are you going to leave them? When I go, where am I going to leave them?
Mm-hmm.
The world of nothing. It's got to change.
Do you think it's 50-50 in Pennsylvania, or do you think that the polls are wrong?
I think the polls are wrong, period. I'm not sure the percentages, but polls are definitely wrong. That's misleading by a lot of people, by media. So yes, absolutely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So you guys think Philadelphia is waking up a little bit and maybe not voting?
Not only just Philadelphia, no, the whole world.
Yeah,
people in other countries that can't even vote for us. That
minorities, definitely, because the Democrats promised the minorities, all these things, and we don't see any benefits. Like I said, it seemed like they're a system of oppression that promises and never comes through.
Yeah,
it's like a pimp. They say you dream, you know what I'm saying? They never really give you that, and they make sure you take care of it, but they never give you the money, and they never really get you out of that position.
Well, it's about time, right? I mean, it took forever. Why did it take so long for people to kind of go, wait a minute, we've been voting this way, and it's taken.
I don't think anybody exposed them as much as Trump did, and woke everybody up.
Powerful enough to do so. The media is controlled. Everything is controlled. If you don't.
Why take so long? Trump exposed them for true. And Trump make we all see the media like a liar. This is what people talking about, barbershop, everything you see. He's in the street. He's not a richest community.
Don't they're gonna crucify your character, or they'll just get you locked up, or they'll do whatever they can to you get shamed.
Well, I keep hearing a lot more black folks in Philly are voting for Trump this year. Is that true?
The increased number of black men voting for Trump is go back to common sense. Enough's enough.
So you're seeing that, you're hearing that in your community.
And some people, if they still have a concern or maybe scared or fearful, whichever right to be, I'm not going to take that away from them. They have that because what you're hearing, what you're seeing, there's some concern because they do have other people in this ear, because other people lobbying for their agendas. And there's some agendas out there that is to be concerned about. So it's like how to say we're the lesser two evils. But when you look at, it's not that the people are voting for Trump in this case. There's a lot of people trying to vote for Democrats at the rate it's been going.
Yeah, I think Trump would definitely be a better candidate for the position. He's did it before, so he's experienced.
Yeah.
So I feel like an experienced person always going to know more than the next person.
But like, is it against, like, if you say that in neighborhoods, you say that to your friends, are they like, what are you talking about?
No, they cool with it. They actually cool with it.
Yeah,
there was a time where the wave was so crazy around 2020 that it don't even matter. Like, it don't even matter what it's just the way he carry himself. We just like at first it was kind of different because we, on TV you supposed to just glamorize everything, supposed to be just diamonds. Now it's just like, yo, he just was raw with everything. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never see somebody just just be themselves like that online.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's basically my opinion, personally.
Let me ask you guys one more question. Whoever wants to answer. If it was, say it wasn't Trump, say it was J.D. Vance, say it was another Republican, would you be on board with the Conservative Party as much as you are Trump? Is it more about just picking a different party, or is it all in on Trump?
As long as their policies aren't the same as what we've been dealing with. As long as there's some type of change,
So it's more about the change,
right? And he's the one speaking of those changes. Okay. So obviously,
Basically being conservative, like you said.
And the qualifications for being a leader is you have to have leader qualities. You can't be someone that can't lead to be a leader. So it goes based on who has these qualities to not be pushed over, not get taken advantage of, and that's what it comes down to. Yeah. Who's going to do that? And right now we got, the answer is Donald Trump, and Vance is going to be Vance 2028. That's how they're going to follow it up. He's going to win. He's going to be our next president, 48th president. So that's just how it's going to carry over. We may see a switch from a blue Democratic Philly in the next 10 years to a red. Who knows? All the Democratic cities are Philly, Chicago, LA, DC,
New York. Yeah.
What's their condition? All the ones that's fucked up. They got all these shootings, all this. They can't. You can steal over as long as it's not over $1,000. Like, they got all this craziness. I went in the Wawa the other day. There's nothing in there. You don't even have to pay. I was like, we're the only people paying. There's nothing in the store.
You felt like you was doing something wrong for paying.
I'm from California. I know about that.
Yeah, I've never been somewhere where like people steal so much. I'm like, am I doing something wrong for paying?
I know. I'm actually paying.
The deodorant, you gotta get it out the cage.
Oh man.
I know. Deodorant.
Yeah.
I am voting for Donald Trump for the second time. This is so interesting. The first time I voted for Donald Trump, I was a police officer here in Philadelphia. I worked the riots. Yes, we were so incredibly disappointed. We couldn't believe it when things didn't go as expected. But we have hope, of course. So I am putting all of my hope on Donald Trump. Trump, baby drill, baby drill. He is what we need in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is Trump country. There's absolutely not a doubt in my mind about that, and I'll tell you why. America needs to get back on track, on the road to prosperity. This is what we need. We need prosperity in our country. We need order at the border. We need a lack of, we need to invest in a lack of transparency in our children's education. I am a public school educator in Chester City, and I see it all of the time. And it's something that definitely has to stop. The Department of Education is growing too large. So what we need parents more involved in their children's education. We need them to know what's being taught in the classroom. We need to know what books are offered in the classroom. You agree? Yes, this is what we need. We need order at the border. And people say to me, Alfie, that's racist,
We
that's
need.
racist. No, it's not. Okay, what is a country without a border?
You're giving trillions of dollars to a bunch of a country around the world that we don't even know the wars about. Most of us don't even know the difference. We try to say Palestine, Israel. Most people don't really know. We got to keep talking about it over and over again. But yeah, $750 to people in North Carolina.
That's where we're from, North Carolina.
Come on,
That was
$750. He is the only white man in America to stand on a platform and say, black people, we owe you. Period. That's where my common sense started from. He attempted to make sure he was a man of his word. It was blocked. I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm not doing this because I hate this side or that side. I'm starting from that common sense that this man said, only white man in America to stand up and say we owe.
As I said, trust me, I used to be a cop in Philly. I know. Okay, I've seen the car accidents with those who are here in the country illegally, driving with no driver's license, and they're injured. Then what? They go to the hospital, they have no money, they have no help. It's not okay. It is not okay to permit people to come into a country and place them in a permanent underclass where they have no hope. They will never, ever, ever see the American dream because it simply is not in their reach because the resources are not here. It's not okay. So that is the reason Americans need to put their foot down and say no.
So I'm not saying you got to be dedicated to anything. Let's use common sense. So if you're not completely a Republican or Democrat, but let's think for a second. The Democrats right now are saying boys should be girls. Common sense. That's just stupid. They said Trump got a 2025 plan. Hold it. Did y'all meet the man? This man, if it was his plan, he would not let somebody else claim his plan. So if somebody got an agenda out there, like everybody needs to have an agenda, and some things may be in line, but that's not his plan. Do we have some things to be concerned with Mr. Trump about? Yes, we do. January the 6 people shouldn't even be discussed anymore. They should stay in jail. That was wrong. Cops having 100% immunity, that's just crazy. That's scary. The immigration issue is an issue because the immigration issue got to be bigger because they came in as immigrants to black and minority community. It just hand and now it's flowing to everything else. But now what they did, common sense, you're giving a bunch of people money. And thank you, Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. Y'all actually did a good job of waking the country up. When y'all cursed and said enough's enough and said, darn it, this is crazy.
There's no prosecution of crime in this area. That's why people are fed up. And there was a dirt bike chase on this street just last Sunday night. There was a helicopter and about 30 cops chasing a guy on a dirt bike around there. It wasn't on the news. They don't put that on the news.
No, because you keep hearing that the Philadelphia suburbs are turning more blue.
And I completely agree with that. I have family Doylestown, I have family in Norristown, I have family in Souderton, and that was true 8 years ago. That was true at the initial Obama, and there was a transition of people thinking that there's time for a change, and then the change happened. But now in retrospect, people are looking back and say, okay, wait, maybe not so. Maybe there was something that I felt guilty about that made me make the decision, but there are people now who are coming back and saying, okay, I have a family, I have a life, and voting Republican is best for the majority of the people who I know.
Mm-hmm. Would you say 50-50? This is like the most swingiest of all the states, swingiest. Do you think that that's off? Do you believe that the polls are correct?
So 50-50 majority vote, yes, because if you look at like inner city Philadelphia, and if you look at Pittsburgh, and if you look at there may be another county that I'm not sure, like way up northwest, there's a lot of people in those areas. But when you start looking at the individual counties and you just count the counties, the majority of the counties are Republican, but they're not worth the same amount of delegates as. So it's just the way that it is. And I mean, I ride the train. I don't ride it now, but I used to ride a train. I work downtown. And 2 elections ago, you see the people, the homeless people that are on begging for change. They have people that took them to voting polls. It wasn't Republicans that were giving them money to take them to register to vote and take them to voting polls. I don't. They take it down to the nitty gritty to try to take any advantage that they can. And there are a lot of times that there may be some Republicans who just say, well, I'll just go and I'll vote. And I won't do that. I won't encourage my neighbors. I won't ask my friend. I won't ask my neighbor. I won't give the guy a cookie on the corner and say, hey, will you vote? Right. Democrats do that.
Yes, I know.
And now I do believe that there's a huge effort to push for registration of Republican votes this year, and there's going to be a huge feet on the ground outreach to actually get people to care, to that their one vote. You may not think that it matters because Pennsylvania always goes that way. People care more now, and hopefully it's not 50-50. I hope that he wins by 8 or more points in Pennsylvania. So I don't want to say that I know one personally on the neighborhood, but I don't want to call her out. Plus, I know that she's not home.
Okay.
But a minority who is a Democrat. And she had said it's the first time that she's going to vote Republican just because of the neighborhood and the illegals.
Yeah.
That issue alone. Nothing with anything other than just our neighborhood has went down because it seems like Democrats don't care, because the more that come in, the more that they believe will vote for them ultimately to stay here.
What do you want? Do you make an interview?
Yeah.
I don't speak English.
You speak good enough.
No enough. What do you want? About what?
About how you feel about Trump. Why are you voting for Trump?
Trump?
Yeah. Can I
take a look? Man, we have no option. Just Trump. No more options. You like this? You understand? You know what I mean? Exactly. Then, if Trump don't go to the government, I move from United States.
You're going to leave the U.S. if Trump loses?
Yeah, because Kamala is a left guy, and your ideas I don't like.
Greetings, Trump.
I old man, I traditional family.
Also savage.
From God, everything I do for better words.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't speak very well English, but I try.
That's good. Have you seen a lot of different people moving in that have made crime worse in this neighborhood?
I don't know, man. Well, you did take a look.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But I know if people look at this and they make a bad face for me.
They do?
Yeah.
They don't like that flag.
Don't like Trump.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, thank you so much. Why do you think there's a big turnaround in this state? Because you hear it's 50-50 in the state. That's 2 questions. But why do you think there's a turnaround in his direction right now?
So I would only speak just for this specific block of this neighborhood. And over the last 2.5 years, homeowners left, and they were purchased, and they're being rented by non-families. For an example, if you just do a loop around back, you'll see there's about 30 men outside. They drink all day, all night. They have their trucks lined up. There aren't families here anymore. And there are some families who miss the neighborhood of 5 years ago, where homeownership meant things, and you had a family and you worked, and you took care of yourself, and you said hi to your neighbors. I have neighbors who I haven't spoken to that don't speak nor understand English. And it used to be no houses. Now it's 50% of the block. And maybe that's a Trump thing, maybe that's not a Trump thing. I don't know, but people are leaving Philadelphia because of Krasner and, you know, not wanting to prosecute small crimes that turn into larger crimes, that turn into people leaving, and then you don't have. We're not trick or treating this year. We didn't decorate. We decorate every year, my neighbor and I, just because we don't feel safe here anymore.
Is it like an illegal immigration thing?
So I don't know.
You don't know.
That would be purely
I did notice
on my part. But I would say that if you just hung around a little bit and if you drove up,
I've been driving around and I see a lot of non-English.
You would see that, you know, people would love putting grills on the corner and selling food directly across the street. The DEA was here a couple of weeks ago. They have what I would speculate to be an illegal daycare center 24 hours a day. People are dropping the kids off. I don't know one like that. I know that you need to be licensed. I don't think that they are. The guy out back sells cases of beer right up back. He actually has a delivery service with a sign out there. So 3.5 years ago, that didn't happen. Where I grew up, that didn't happen. Typically, people who are concerned with laws and, you know, following the law don't do that. So it's an assumption that they would be immigrants. Just an assumption, but just observing, believe it to be.
So the families that are leaving this, where are they? Are they leaving Philadelphia, and are they just going to the suburbs? Or
Suburbs,
okay,
mostly either Monaco or Bucks County. Not far, because, you know, a lot of us still work here. We still, you know, have family here, but you just want to get out of the city of Philadelphia.
I don't know. We'll see how things go here. Looks to me like things are changing in Philadelphia big time. Don't believe the polls, people. There's a red wave coming, people are saying. I drove around here and talked to a lot of people, and I believe it. There's a lot of people here. They're not voting like they used to. And if Philadelphia does that, how is it going to be across the rest of the country? People here in Philly are telling me the only thing that can stop Trump this year is cheating. But that's not my job to look into that. I'm just a bystander. And of course, we had to get a little bit of Kensington when we're here. This is how parts of Philadelphia look.
Kamala, yeah, this we elect y'all people. This is all the public people.
Sorry side of Philadelphia.
This is real Philadelphia. All the people that watch all them things from Jamaica.
He is not dead.
It's Philadelphia.
Look at him. He's dead.
He's just.
Nick, he is dead.
His eyes just opened. He's not dead.
Oh, he looked dead.
I mean, he's almost dead.
It's just awful.
Well, hey, Nick Johnson fans. So YouTube's pushing this whole membership
I
thing.
tell you, big up the G. Yes, I'm big up Nick Johnson. Share the climb content just now. Yes, I mean, in Philadelphia for show you how the people them feel about him. Yeah, I tell you, people I vote Trump 2024. It's amazing, believe me. I have another program for shoot too. No? Watch this. And watch another program here. Tell you what go on in the society. Run it.
Hello, my name is Owen.
Hello, my name is Dawn. Hello, my name is Annette, and I'm calling from the Quinnipiac University.
This is perhaps the second hardest part of modern day polling.
Sorry that we missed you. Sorry that we missed you.
Sorry, we missed you. We'll try to reach you another time. Getting voters to pick up the phone and answer.
I've had days where I just dialed and got no surveys.
And that feeds into the hardest part of polling.
We're conducting an independent public opinion survey.
Getting it right.
We really want to represent everyone's views in our poll.
After a surprise Donald Trump win in 2016,
the polling missed the 2016 election outcome.
And a surprisingly close Joe Biden win in 2020.
A lot of folks are waking up and saying,
Why were these seeming to be so off?
They do manually dial.
Quinnipiac University's poll director Doug Schwartz and others like him have tweaked their methods to better predict who will win in November.
How do you think about that in terms of what happened there and what you're doing now?
Some pollsters are thinking it's because they missed the Trump voter. And then for us, we don't feel like we missed reaching the Trump voter. We got the Trump voter. They were in our poll, but they didn't tell us how they would vote. This time around, we're better prepared.
So they're rephrasing their questions.
If the election for president were being held today,
doing everything they can to reach those
who
are hard to reach.
Our motto is we try hard to reach the hard to reach people. So we keep dialing.
Their new methodology showing results.
We tested that in 2022. We had one of our most accurate elections ever.
Experts point to a variety of reasons for past errors. Trump voters who may avoid surveys, and pollsters trying to predict who will actually turn out to vote.
Polling pre-election is always really hard because as a pollster, I need to try to make my data look like what I think the electorate's going to look like.
Will the electorate be more Republican or Democratic? How many first-time voters?
It's like a 50-50 coin toss to me as to whether or not the polling are going to be right.
Here's why that's important. These are the poll averages right now in all the battleground states. If those polls are off the same way they were in 2016 and 2020, Donald Trump is in great shape. But these poll errors don't always happen in the same direction. If they're off by the same amount, but this time underestimating Democrats, this is what those states would look like.
How much attention have you been paying to the election?
So everybody is asking, are the polls going to actually get it right this year? What do you say to that?
I think so, at least in terms of the high quality polls. I think people need to sort of remember it's an estimate, it's a range. Don't expect perfection.
Polling perfection
is it very likely?
Is hard to reach.
And do remember, this is one of the fake channel them. And they must show you so Donald Trump are leading at the poll. You understand me I say? This is one of the fake damn channels them. Fake news will show you directly so Donald Trump are leading at the poll. Understand me? So when I even want to hear now, them and them foolishness. I share one another thing with Kamala Harris now. You see me? Share another thing with Kamala Harris. I'll show you how. Show you some stuff with Kamala Harris. Now that video, why am I go dig for that video? Yeah? Every Christian in them all supposed to feel a way just by watching this video. Everybody will love God and believe in God just to feel some type of way. Look who y'all voting for. Everybody, look who y'all voting for. Check this out.
Vice President Kamala Harris and a crowd of her rally-goers mocked and trolled a pair of Christian students last week who protested against her abortion policies at a rally in Wisconsin.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
Now, the two students have stood by their actions, and they accused the vice president of being hostile towards evangelical and Christian voters. Donald Trump later moved to capitalize on this moment during a rally in North Carolina on Monday. He said that at Trump rallies, we don't tell Christians to get lost, and he argued that Harris will be Christians' quote-unquote worst nightmare. Trump has been very keen on ginning up support from evangelical voters, and there have been some indications in polls that his support among that group has softened a bit from prior election cycles. That appears to be driven in part because Trump has moderated a bit on abortion in a bid to broaden his appeal to the general electorate, but that appears to have harmed him with evangelicals just a bit. Now, evangelical voters still remain a pretty key voting bloc ahead of the November 5th election. And I think it is pretty interesting how Harris has responded to this situation. She has been doing a bit of a delicate dance throughout the campaign to refrain from alienating or being off-putting towards different blocks of voters. She's been very keen on avoiding a repeat of Hillary Clinton's basket of deplorables moment. At the same time, abortion is an issue that really animates her base. So clapbacks like that, viral moments like that, can really help her mobilize progressives.
For more stories like these, be sure to subscribe to the New York Post right here on YouTube.
Perhaps there is.
All right, now see there. Yeah. As me I tell you, this is some crazy thing I go on. Some very crazy thing going on. You understand me? And Trump all the way. We just talk for the people, and the people we can't talk for, we don't know about nobody else. You understand me? I say? The people where we are listening to in the street. You see where we are listening to in the street? The people in the street are them. Them is the one talking. You understand me? I say? There's nobody forget these things. These are the people in the street. These are the people talking. Believe me. You can't make them not talk. These are the people talking. See there? The big man. The man who can put back the economy to where it is. 4 years of Trump we see. And I like the first time we're going to see about Trump. 4 years of Trump we see. And there is never been a war. We are going through COVID time, which was a devastating time for the world. Our world was zero. Sorry for the life them were lost and them something there. We pull through. Me no care what Trump want text somebody or when want tweet. Me care what Trump want tweet or what Trump want talk in him free time. All me know him do the job well. That's all me know him do the job well. And we are proud of it. Because we see him do the job well. And that we want back because we just see 4 years of it. That the people them want back. You want war the people them because the people them want that. People them want stop suffer and tell them say so go back to world peace where everybody can be good again. This the people them want. This the people them want. When I say Trump racist, when I say Trump all kind of sin thing, when I put on Trump. You understand me I say? Me they don't believe them things, yeah. Trump a defend Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson go prison. Trump come out defend Mike Tyson. Trump defend all. Trump defend all. When me all. Trump defend get out code that block them prison reform bill. Get them out. You understand me I say? Say you know tell me say the money a poison. You see me? You know tell me say that money a poison, brother. You can't tell me say that money a poison. You can't tell me say that money a poison at all. You understand me? That's crazy if you not try to tell me say that money a poison. I don't believe you know. Because the man policy them is goal. It's goal, the man policy them a goal. Everybody understand and can fit and can understand with him. Everybody. Everybody understand. Believe me, everybody understand. Everybody understand. It wicked power. Believe me, it go through. It tough. It tough for true, man. It tough. Call a spade a spade. And a unu in a politics, a unu in a politics. Uno drive all the laws, them and them something there. The rules. You hear that? It tough for true. Nah lie to you. Wicked tough, man. Tough something for true. But this man is a leader. 2024. You understand me I say? This man is really a leader. 2024 going into. Wish when him come in still, him leave everything back which part it's supposed to. They don't care about the country and another drag race with this race to be a thing. and going after them politician. Them know themselves or just be the big man. Just be the big man or Biden is supposed to be, because when we talk about a video probably months ago where me I say if Biden ever do this, invite Trump to a dinner, sit down on this platform and tell themselves allow these things to stop it. I believe say if them couldn't hold Democrat because somebody did the world that look for a change. Like why don't you just live on Trump so like Trump are the worst man, I was sister one of our the worst on him. Why don't you just live pan the Dan? Why don't you just live pan Trump so? Me I look pan a picture right now, me I try share with you, where this is painful, painful, but this painful, well, let me get it right there. Painful truth. Have you ever been so racist that you won Ellis Island Award? This is real thing, Ellis Island Award for patriotism, tolerance, brotherhood, and diversity alongside Muhammad Ali and Rosa Parks. Donald Trump that. So all these things you can Google and them say the man racist. You see me? These people say the man racist. You understand me? I say it's crazy. You see me? Donald Trump give HBCU the most money. No other president have give HBCU so much money. Donald Trump. You see me? Nobody else ever give the black university money like what Donald Trump give them when them don't even have to come back. All when a black president was there. All when there was a black president was there. You hear that? Me see as a artist which is a billionaire company, the media and tell you say, oh, after them ask him a question like, what you think about people saying Donald Trump used to make them more money in their pocket and thing? The man said that is come like somebody a pay you for abuse you. Hey bro, let me remind you. Remind who the fuck he is. Cause you know who he is. Yeah, remind who the fuck he is. I'm sorry about this, my people. But bruh, look here the billions just to a Puff Daddy going through. Them can swing you like a kite. Them can bring you in a room and beat you. Because all your money coming from the white people too. All of your money that you live in a luxury life. You just a gatekeeper for black man. I heard you talk in an interview, say you a billionaire. And if you're one of your family asks you for $4,800, you only give him. You're crazy. And you a billionaire from the black culture. No black man that be a billionaire. If cousin asks them for $4,800, they only give them. Everybody trying, every rapper right now, everybody trying to bust even a last cousin. From I remember you when I was a kid and we used to play and think, man, you ask me for anything. Don't care what you want to do. Get yourself right. You understand me? That's kind of crazy. The Music Modernization Act, Donald Trump signed into law that you make no phone or eat. You understand me? Landmark music bill. Donald Trump signed that into law for no. So on a turn against him. In which we are when on a turn against him. They were treated very unfairly, Trump says, musicians who will benefit from Music Modernization Act. You understand me? Every one of y'all black artists and enjoying or reaping off this act. So this man racist? PPP loan is not the only thing that black people draw to Trump. But when I show him, I'm teach you something in the system. Trump sure you say black people can end up have businesses too. Because long there was SBA. Somehow we don't even know about SBA, Small Business Association, small Small Business Association. Some of we never know about SBA long time. Probably just there for another skin or another culture. When them coming out in the community and them can build one wing spot or them buy one 7-Eleven franchise, but not we the American people. The American people was getting them business rise. American people was having fun. The world, it was open up. It all was open up. So who no want go back to them time there? There wasn't no war. Nobody was dying. The only riot you was having is these riots that was run by. I don't have any evidence, but there was a lot of riot. It was considered Black Lives Matter. The Pro Boys or whatever the boys them want to call them. It was alleged that they have a whole lot of influence to do and all that. I haven't seen a protest like that since the Democrat take over. I've seen protests in Donald Trump times that sends message. Station burned down, building burned down, all these. I've seen protests of politics protests right now, which Palestine and Israel, and I mean they are doing very ridiculous things. Yes, but I've never seen it pass the way when Donald Trump was in office, and I don't see nothing. Him just tell us there's sturdiness of to keep and rule in a country. You cannot just do whatever you want to do, like take down some statues, or to take down every statue. Ever started to one at a time the man sign our laws for protect the statue them. Because if we don't mind, we take down every statue like America for we. If someone we feel so we're not gonna fight for Africa, South Africa, man, I don't even want to say that, but understand where I'm coming from rhetorically. I am in America and I love America for America. Don't care who built America. Do I respect it? Respect the white man, respect the yellow man, respect the black man. I respect every nation. You understand me? I'm not trying to be more than what I am, because the way the black population is so powerful right now, man, the way the black population is so, or you feel like y'all so powerful right now because some of y'all talk the most bullshit, BS on the media. The most BS on the media. Joy Reid, Whoopi Goldberg, all these black people just having fun. Ooh, hey. Remember, the world is a cycle. It comes back around and haunt you. So all this black power we have on the media, no one doing the most talking. Is a white man on YouTube. Is a white man on CNN. Is a white man on MSNBC. Is white groups, white, paying y'all. So when it's going to stop? When it really going to stop? Because y'all just gaslighting what for? Y'all not white. Y'all skin colors just like mine. But y'all on the internet talking some bullshit sometime. People have to be looking at like, what the hell? Are these people crazy? It need to stop. It need to stop. It need to stop. It need to stop for real, for real. And that's what I mean. This is why I feel this man is going to win. And this man have a whole plan to bring back jobs in America. Motor jobs, One time, man, why was America great? Because they used to have General Motors, they used to have Ford, they used to have all these companies that really doing well. Every company leave in America now. I mean, I heard Donald Trump and President Donald Trump or ex-President Donald Trump on a podcast, and a town hall with the Economist. And he was talking about turf and understand a little better. It's not my line of jobs, but I understand a little better. I understand his negotiation plan, and it can work and it cannot. You understand me, I say? So I just saw them things that go, yeah, we have to wise up and pick the better choice. Trump never said if we don't support no country, don't support Ukraine, don't support everything. Just say, yo, make we first. Hurricane at me in our country and a 750 land I get the people in. Hurricane go on over Puerto Rico and turn on the back. Hawaii wildfire go on and get the own people them $650 too. I want to make, and then the Rock and Oprah, we are two millionaire and billionaire company with them, I beg people money. Where gas is $5. Rhetorically speaking, gas is approximately $4. Right now, I buy gas yesterday, 89, 3.99.99. That is for the gas. I remember one time gas the $5 for real. So I will be fear if nobody want fact check me. Royal Farm, I buy gas yesterday, 3.999 a gallon, 89. So people want to go back to them time there. I remember when me I drive my X6 at $45, $55, $52 full my X6. None of them things don't work no more. None of them things don't work no more. So people want to get back to good times. Good times. People want to get back to the good times. And Kamala, me not see you do nothing more than skin your teeth. The yellow school bus, the school bus is yellow. Look, we're going to have charging port on the school bus. We're going to have charging port on the school bus. You understand me? It's crazy. Look, I've Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris. Have you ever visited the border? No, but I've been to Europe. What is? Hey, 6 months ago, nobody liked Kamala Harris. Nobody. Borders are. They came out with some new things now. When she just get elected, not even elected because nobody vote for her. She was handed a gold spoon. She was handed a gold spoon and she kept away from the media till somebody script something for her. Somebody script something for her, and that scripted note that she came out with from about the debate night. She came out with that scripted information. She's still using it right now, talking about everything. She don't answer no question. It's just, look, I am from a middle class family. My mother and I buy a house when she saved up and buy a house at a teenage. And I remember when she was at the meeting and I was in the crib and she shouted justice. And I remember create bull, pure BS. BS nobody want to know because I grew up a good people in Canada, good, nice community, rich community. I grew up with Canada. Both family educated, PhD. Your father would have done a better job because you cannot speak to the people, you cannot relate to the people. I don't respect. I respect your attorney. I respect you. You was a lawyer for I respect how you passed the bar for California exam and you're a lawyer. Understand? But you cannot relate to the people. You're worse than Joe Biden. And Joe Biden is a cognitive disease. You's worse than Joe Biden. I don't know how somebody could just sit around and hear how you talk. Donald Trump. And he killed the border. He called some friend. Is that supposed to be illegal? If you have evidence of him calling friends and a cell phone, can law make like that? He called some friends and he killed the border. He killed it. When y'all come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. But you know what? I'm gonna check it out back a little more again. So this is Bushmode Production LLC. If you try find me there on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you understand me? I say YouTube Bushmode Production LLC. In TikTok, probably you'll find me the same we are Soldier Rich. You understand me? Talk about some of them things that sometimes review news, everything. But press the subscribe button for me. Deal the algorithms. You understand me? I say press the like button. You understand me? I'm out.